Hi everyone, it's Jenny. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So today I'm just coming on with a quick video, and I mean it. I am going to try and keep it quick. We'll see how that goes. I have finished my pink journal, and I haven't done a walkthrough with it yet, my pink Christmas journal, but I've just moved on because I like to do one thing at a time, and I've moved on to a new collection. This is called Traditional Christmas that Amanda has just brought out, and it is in her Ko-fi shop at the moment. It's, if you're a member of hers, a monthly member, then you can print this off for free. If you're not, you could either become a member. It's £3 a month. It's very minimal, and for what you get for that £3 is tremendous. Or you could just buy the kit and purchase it and get the digital kit. I'm going to show you some of it. I haven't got the whole 33 pages of it, which is what it is, because I have started using some of it. So things like I'm just going to show you some things like the ephemera. I sat last night and cut these all out. And there's some beautiful pieces of ephemera. I mean, look at that. Gorgeous. Nutcrackers, little postcards, tags with the fake stitching round, beautiful tags, all sorts in here. There's little bows, there's little tickets, there's sentiments, there's large sentiments, which are like Christmas, joy, December, memories, holidays, all that sort of thing. There's beautiful flowers, poinsettias, there's lovely bows, there's these gorgeous holly and berries. Yeah, the list is endless. It goes on and on and on. You can get the gist of it. Oh, don't let me forget the little hot chocolates. Look at those. Aren't they cute? So that's some of the ephemera. I've got bits scattered of it all over my desk at the moment because I'm working with it. You've got gorgeous papers as well, which I haven't got the whole lot. If you are interested in it, then please do just look on the link. There's also in the collection some pockets she's made. You literally just have to cut them out. That's all you've got to do. And you could make these into, if you didn't want to do an actual big journal, you could make some small folios. You could do these as wallets and make these as little gift money. You know, if you give gift vouchers or money or something, you could make these into little pockets and put your little penny monies in there. Pennies, I was going to say, showing me age. So yeah, that's those. This is, as I say, some of the collection. Got that round the wrong way. Beautiful poinsettias. I've got it upside down, that's why. Look at this, gorgeous candles, baubles, December the 25th, little nutcracker, Christmas. You get the gist. Music in the background. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous kit with the Christmas. Definitely traditional, the green and red. I love it, even though it's got no pink in it. Don't you worry, I do love it. This has got music paper. If you wanted to make this as a journal, that's a really good journal page with a faint hint of bits and pieces on. Then there's this gorgeous angel with the candles, the scrolls. Again, it goes on. Look at that hot chocolate with the biscuits. 24. So that's Christmas Eve, Christmas 25, 24. This one is so you could have it as a journal page, lovely. But if you wanted to maybe just cut this piece out, you've got a mirror image, so you can back it, stick it back to back, which is lovely as well. And then there's just some plain pages. There is a lot more. As I say, there is 33 pages to this kit, but I have started using it, and I haven't got the whole kit for you to look at the moment. So if you remember a little while ago, oh, there's also this paper, because I've been cutting this up. Gorgeous scene with the sort of house in the snow with the trees. Yeah. Is that a church? No, it could be. You could see it as a church, actually. There's a little hut, a little house at the front. Anyway, so what I've been making, if you remember from my pink Christmas just a little while ago, I showed you I made these little tea pouches with the pink Christmas papers, the gorgeous ephemera that was in the pink Christmas, and I made these little pockets. So I still had a load of tea bags left, and I thought I'm going to go along the same theme, but not quite that. So what I have made is I made a couple last night just to practice. So I've made these little pockets. So basically you've got this little ribbon on which stretches across the back, and then I've put this piece of ephemera. I've vintage photoed all the papers, and then when you open it out, I did it a one-sided on this one, which meant that I had to back these two sides, which I didn't mind because it meant I could use some of the papers, and it looks gorgeous, and it's got just the vintage photo all the way. And then I cut out one of the little tags, Merry Christmas, and popped that in there, and then closed it up with my ribbon. I also made this one, and I found some of this sort of ribbon in my stash, and I thought, do you know what, that goes really well. Look at that with the red and gold. So yeah, that just opens up again, exactly the same as that one I just showed you, but it's got that Christmas envelope on. Vintaged it all the way around. I've stuck it on at the back, and then I open it out, and inside you've got a little pocket here, Christmas wishes. Now I took that from the Pink Christmas and just vintaged it up. You've got a little pocket there with a little candy cane and a bit of tea, peppermint one with a pure green tea, and then I've cut a little season's greeting that's one of the ephemeras. I found my fabric scissors and I cut it out so it looks a bit like a stamp. So that was how I did that. And then I just used a couple of my Stampin' Up. I've got 1 1/4 scallop. I cut that out with some little bits that were spare on the edge that you had. And I also used this one as well and cut out just a couple of bits, raised it on a bit of cardboard, made a second pocket with some of my extras, because you're going to have extras in this. There's always a little triangle somewhere from me. And Amanda, sorry I couldn't make a seahorse out of this, so I thought, do you know what, have seen people do these little pocket books, but I've made it a bit twisty so it's my own. Most people I see made it one, you opened it out and there was just one little pocket, and that's what was in there. And I thought, I'm going to make 2 because I had the spare piece. So that's why I made it like that. It's very simple. I'm going to quickly run through it with you. All you need is, so take one of your pieces of printed paper, and you need to cut it down to 3 3/4 by, so you need 3 3/4 by 9 3/4. Just when you do it, so I got this collage page from the collection, which is beautiful because it's got a bit of everything on it. You can do it double-sided or single-sided. It's up to you. It doesn't matter. I've printed both sides. If you don't print both sides, you can then put your extra bits of paper inside. So yeah, cut it at 3 3/4 by 9 3/4. And then you want to score it at 3 1/4. Turn it round and score it again at 3 1/4, and that's it. Okay, so you've then got 2 score lines to burnish. So let me just get my bone folder quickly, and you just want to make sure that that comes in there, which it is. Burnish that down, and then burnish that one down. Okay, you can then ink it all the way around, distress it, which is what I did with this one and the other one. Distressed all the way round, and then I punched the corners. I'll just get my punch. Popped the corners in like that. Just think it just gives it that look. There we go. All right, so that's that, and then there's your book like that. And then all you need to do is, this is going to be your pocket page. So to make your triangle, you just need to cut this piece. Okay, so grab your scissors. Actually, I might use my fabric scissors just to give it a little something different on the edge. Okay, and I'm going to cut off this piece here, and you can do it as however you want your little pocket, however deep you want it to be. Sorry, I couldn't get my words out then. Then obviously that makes however you want to cut it. And look at that, that actually makes a really nice pattern there with those fabric scissors. If you haven't got fabric scissors, I've also got the kids, when they were like younger, they used to have all this collection of scissors, and they were all patterned. And yeah, bubbles, they're all different ones. So they give all different, and they're really good for paper, so I still use them. I didn't give them away. Otherwise, just cut a straight line. It's up to you. And then I ink all the way round. I literally put a piece of glue along here and a piece of glue along here, or sticky tape, which is what I use. Seal it up. Put your tea bag in. And then with this piece that you've kept, you can either, because it's double-sided, you can either turn that round there and use that piece. But don't forget to corner your edge to make it the same so it matches. So you could do it that way, you could do it that way, you can do it that way. Its choice is yours, absolutely yours. Or get a piece that you might have cut off from the, which is what I did on that one, and cut a tab in there and just put another tab in there. And then you could, you know, cut out with some little bits, your little embellishments, up to you. Get one out of the kit. Get one of the words, put holiday cheer, blessed. I'll put Christmas wishes on that one. You could put holiday cheer, whatever you like. You're getting the drift probably. And then all you do to make the outside part, okay, is you just want to get some sticky double-sided tape, okay, and then measure out, get whatever tape you want to use, ribbon. Measure out a piece. So let me just get to the end of this. And I roughly, I do it by eye. I just give it a little bit each side like that. Okay. And then stick it down. Put your tape all the way across here. Stick it down. I'll show you on this one. Stick it down like that. And then choose your embellishment that you want to put on the front page. Like I've chosen that one. I think I might, for this next one, I might do something, you know, I might do something along this lines. I don't know. You could make another little pocket in here if you wanted to put another little tag in, anything. The imagination to just go wild with that. But it's just a lovely little thing. And then you just put your tea bag in and it's just a lovely little stocking gift. And I know, you know, most of my family like tea. So yeah. Just a little gift that they might like, and it's handmade, so it just means all that little bit extra. But as Amanda says, the devil is in the detail. That's why I just corner the edges to give it that look. I also just distress ink as well. Vintage photo is my favourite, but you use whatever you've got. You know, if you haven't got the collection, or you've got one of the other collections, this will work for anything you like. And you don't have to put tea bags in. You could put whatever you like. But yeah, it's just a little thought, because I was making them and I thought, oh, I might just share it. So I've shared it with you. I don't want it to be too long. So yeah, there you go. Little tea bag gift pouches. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've made something similar as well. And I'll leave the link to Amanda's page, to her membership. You don't have to be a member. You can order this from her shop. And yeah, any comments, let me know. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do think about subscribing. I'd love you to come along. Take care, everyone. Crafty hugs. Keep warm and stay safe. Take care. Bye-bye.